You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
そこで見てたの。
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensation. You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally You clearly see.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Large prints. Shoe size is 41. Of course. Damn. Everything around you is quiet. You see, you immediately feel drawn to the color.
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling. It's not too important. We can get in and out using the roof door. There must be a key somewhere.
The machine.
もう使えまあ。
This window is pristine on the inside.
「もしかしてさ」違うのか。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your clean-shaven face, adorned with the expression. You're still not accustomed to it.
電気工学。
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? It was all right. Subdued. I might start letting people up there again. Now, what can I do for you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
What?
We were just paying you a compliment. And finding out a degenerate from room 3 nicked the phone line. Everything is okay. Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Was there anything else? Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there.
He's really holding himself back. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's been...
Okay, what is back there? Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean. No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there. Those machines are whirling property. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm not planning to sell them. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a...
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Everyone knows of it. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling. Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tile work? These high... For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, some doom ghost, some real estate management company, they never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved. Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names. Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea.
Good pick.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area. Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation. Maybe even a promotion. Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. However, so if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, what wall? I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide.
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. Wasn't me.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his...
Yes, I absolutely will. No, we don't hire staff like that. Thank you for letting me know, and it will be taken care of as soon as possible. Absolutely not. That would be idiotic. I have
In your defense, neither do I.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? Yes. Another thing. Great. I love... Yes.
자, 맞다나.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod. You see a heavy steel door. The door does not. The cobalt blue surf. Old cobalt. It leads to a side building.
I've got nothing to say to you.
The clowns are still hanging around. Again, just get the dead guy's autograph.
Good one, Ty.
About fucking time. Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
A whore, huh? A lot of that going around lately. From the mouths of distressed men. Whatever the case, you've hit a nerve. He's angry. No, more than that. He feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went
나부르노가
and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy!
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus...
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria... Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Another apocalyptic actor in town?
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are...
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about. What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix.
A door gun is a gun mounted to the door of a transport airship. They have a habit of mowing down civilians. Farmers most.
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that. We have machines. We're in...
Understood? You've listened...
Since what?
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something.
You think we have...
Understood?
Since...
Things got nice and yeah. Try not to whack...
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, Gene?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday. Yeah? What about it? You do that, lawman.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying...
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalsund crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Still, one of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his. A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter. I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me. Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything. No, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, and then had to internalize them to keep on living, until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for? Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Semonese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but... Girl, had I the physical robustness and social support?
She wouldn't. She doesn't have the full Hoy in her.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous system.
There is a small measure of pride in her, that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him...
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed.
Pinoranie, officer. It's, I think
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I looked it.
Yes.
Did that bring you?
No.
Sex, speed, probably also Sildine. No love for Muta Aranye? Wasn't he a soldier?
No. He left the National Service. He was by no...
A flash of rage.
Had he passed that... I love Revachol, though. He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had...
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
It isn't. Police work is
There is no challenge without competition. There must... This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery or darts.
That's too conceptual for me. I just like to get autopsies correct on the first try if possible. Where were we?
He was
42.
He had many... We even...
Looks like you were...
Points are good. Have one, you old dog.
It isn't.
There is... This is clearly sports for him.
That's too pinball for me. I just like to get autopsies right on the first try. Where were we?
Blue. Light blue. Pardon the sweat.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance.
No. Okay, sure. Here you go. What else are we missing, officer?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes. It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? He's smoking and the woman, and he says, and so it goes. Oh yeah. No thank you. I've seen enough of it.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. It very well could be, yes. What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean? That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. There. She momentarily lost control over straight back guy. It appears that she feels...
Of course I do. I'm hungover.
Do you feel guilty about what happened to him?
Among many other things, yes. I could have done something. There's always something he can do, right? Ask me something else. A moment ago it was love. And no, they're not.
I think you could blame her. A little. It was a pretty straight... The lieutenant blinks. All right, let's see where this is going.
Cool.
The loot. All right, let's...
Another fantastic moment. What next?
A real rain...
Hear that? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected. You have a great nose. It's for maintaining an erection. Uppers are vasoconstrictors. Because you're a scientist, of course.
How much does the toxicology...
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42. Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of how old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol as left. You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58? You asked. Actually, make that 54. Alcoholism has... And I was wrong about the age of the...
Wait. This requires scientific measurements. To the laboratorium. This window is pristine on the inside.
자, どういう答えが出るんだろうな。
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? And?
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape. Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
使えねえな、どっちだよ。
Oh, fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. Fucking.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Yeah! He fucking told you he knows her!
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. What kind of pro? Y'all saying she's a hooker?
No, he's not saying that. Forget about it.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
It's all right, Glenn. I just thought I thought anyone would come.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now. I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end.
That lying scamming. We're done. This is over.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender!
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, Cafford.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
Ah, どうなんだろうね。ここで一回セーブして。
It's you again. What is it?
Takai. Tabako 吸う。OK。これだったらいけるでしょ。
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. But you know someone who might. Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glazia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked, and the bench's people. Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time, just remember, outside in the mid.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Goddamn right, this is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. The most terrible fear. Big to your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to perform one more movement. An instinctive jerk to your left. Then, no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to... More dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and...
よかった。セーブしといて。